Oh, Jiminy Crickets, you scared the bejeebus out of me. So sorry. I didn't even hear you come in. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Your old pal Noah Mitchell here from Zenoscope Entertainment. Hoping you are having the happiest Tuesday that you ever did have. Today is not only Tuesday, no, dear friends, it is actually the first Tuesday of the month. And if you're familiar with our live streams, you know that can only mean one thing. It is time once again for our legendary retailer live stream. Now, if you're saying, no, I've never been here before. What is a retailer live stream? Well, we started this endeavor back during the pandemic. If you remember that whole quarantine thing, don't worry about it if you forgot. But basically, this is our way to connect with your local comic book stores, those physical brick and mortar location. I say this every month, and it bears repeating. These comic book stores are the lifeblood of the comic book industry. We, as a publisher, as well as all of us as a medium, would not be where we are today without the continued love and support from all of those brick and mortar locations. So during this segment, during this live stream, we're going to do a little bit of an interview with a local shop. The shop in question today is actually Castle Perilous. They are located down there, actually the southern part of, Carbondale, Illinois. That's right. Yeah. So, and not only that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of the oldest comic book shops in Illinois. But don't take my word for it. We got Scott, the man in the background. Scott, if you're ready, we'll bop you on, sir.
That'd be just fine.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Yourself? Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Fastnacht Day, Fat Tuesday. I don't know
Indeed.
if you guys celebrate that over there.
We do.
All right. Well, you got to understand, I'm from like Lancaster, Pennsylvania originally. And when I came over here to Philly for Zenoscope, a lot of the folks didn't know what Fastnachts were. So I've been bringing in Fastnachts regularly as a result.
Very generous of you.
Shucks, ain't nothing. But thank you so much again for taking the time out of your busy day and schedule to join us.
Certainly.
I was wondering if you could maybe tell us a little bit about your store. I saw online that you guys are one of the oldest, if not the oldest, in the state. Is that correct?
Probably not the old. We've been around about 35 years. So we are primarily a game store. Comics account for about 10 to 15% of our sales. Most of our business is board games, role-playing games, tabletop games. We carry comics. We carry Marvel, DC, Image. This brand called Zenoscope.
Yeah, I've heard of those guys. They're pretty cool.
Yes, they are. But so we stock a full line of stuff. We've got about 6,000 square feet. They said we are one of the oldest stores. We started carrying Magic and Pokemon back when it first was released in 93, I think, for Magic, and I believe 98 for Pokemon. So we've seen Pokemon go through. This is the third cycle we've seen on Pokemon. Comics, we are relatively new into. We started carrying comics about 15 years ago when our customers started asking us to do so. And so we now carry a full line of comic books and graphic novels as well.
That's so cool. Now, where did the name Castle Perilous come from?
Well, it's kind of from the King Arthur legends. If you're familiar with King Arthur, there was during the quest for the Holy Grail, they visited the Siege Perilous, the Forest Perilous, the Chapel Perilous, and the Castle Perilous. So although I didn't really take it from that, I took it, there's a game from Wotan Games called King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and those locations were on the space. And somebody I was playing with the game at the time said, hey, if you ever open up a game store, you ought to name it Chapel Perilous. And I thought, that's a bit sacrilegious, but Castle Perilous, now that has a nice ring to it. So technically it's from the King Arthur legends, actually it's from the King Arthur legends, but technically it's from a board game by Wotan Games.
Nice. And now, speaking of like the Arthur mythos and mythology, I saw. Do you guys have like a sword and a stone in front of your shop? Is that what I was seeing online?
Yeah, we have a stone. It was left. This place used to be a radio station at one time, and they were the Rock WTAO. So
no way.
Yep. So when they put a boulder in front of their store or in front of the business with a space for a flagpole in it. When they left, they naturally didn't want to take the boulder with it since it weighs a ton or so. They left it here. But so we make use of the stone we have a sword. So people, especially kids who want to come in, they could go out, they get a photograph of themselves pulling the sword out of the stone, and we will give them a certificate making them a knight of the castle.
Wow, that's so
So
cool.
if you ever come out here, we'll be happy to make you a knight of the castle as well.
I don't know. I think I could do it. I think I might have what it takes,
Could.
but
Yeah,
we'll put it to the test.
And we'll do it for anyone else as well.
Nice. Yeah, getting some cool factors from our comments section for that. Now, because it was a radio station, do you have like old technology and that stuff? Like, is there a giant, radio tower sticking out of the bathroom?
No, there's a giant radio tower right outside the front door, though.
Okay. Now you don't get like weird ghost signals or anything?
No, we don't. We're not hooked up to it. We leased that out to another company. So, and then we have a radio dish on the on the top of the building. It's still date from when it was a radio station. The two front rooms that we use for gaming and our little monsters room for kids games and comics, that is also soundproof because that was where the DJs used to sit back during the time when it was a station.
So it's soundproof, but now it's also the kids section?
Yep, we took the doors off to let people wander in. So
I would say that's pretty smart though.
Yeah, but so it kind of cuts down on the sound when the kids are up there.
Well, I mean, this sounds incredible. Would we be able to take like just a little look around the store?
Do you want me to rotate the camera here, or can you flip it, or how do we do
Whatever's
this?
easiest for you. I'll give you the floor pretty much.
Okay, well, we're running a special for any of our local customers. We have our Zenoscope books pulled out. They're all 10% off, along with the graphic novel. So we've got a good selection there of them. There's one of our staff members, Brandon. Say hi, Brandon. I don't know where Sid.
Hi, Brandon.
There's Sid. Hi, Sid. Sid's
hi,
the store
Sid.
manager. Brandon is sales clerk. Here is our new releases, cool items that came out. We try to keep TV. We run either comic or video. I don't know if you could see this or not. I'm not sure if I got the hang. We keep streaming stuff, comic and game related.
Oh, cool.
On a regular basis.
Wow, and I'm just loving the space. Like you guys have so much wall space for everything.
We've got about 24 feet of D&D miniatures. We've got about 30 to 40 feet of games workshop. We've got chess and checker sets. This is our small board game and card game area. Carry 3 different paint lines: Army Painter, GW, and then we have Viejo. Walking down through the back here, we have some X-Wing left over. Since we've been in business 35 years, we have picked up a lot of merchandise over the years. Hero Clicks.
And I apologize if you've already answered this, but have you been in the single location the entirety of so you've moved previously before this?
We opened up, we were on the second floor of a building called the Island Building. We opened up with about 250 square feet. So this is our used RPG, graphic novels, board games are on the other side.
And I love that, like repurposing, recycling, reusing. That's very cool.
No, but we opened up, like I said, in 250 square feet back in 1990 when you could, okay, here's our comics.
Nice. I'm seeing a little Savage Sword of Conan.
Yep. We rack everything alphabetically. There's that Zenoscope stuff again.
Hey, and my favorite Robin Hood outlaw graphic novel. Good choice. Cool.
Okay, these racks are actually date back to the 1980s. The comic shop, I don't know if, I assume you're kind of familiar with what's been going on with Diamond Comics recently.
Yes. It is much ado around the office, as I'm sure you guys have been dealing with over there.
But yeah, these racks back in the day, Diamond actually gave away comic racks, if you can believe it.
No, I can't. That's actually cool.
So they wanted to make this is our gaming area back here.
Wow. Again, just so much space.
But yeah, so they gave away these racks to help stores become more professional, or they subsidize the cost of them. So these racks are, like I said, about almost 50 years old and still holding up really well.
Wow.
Graphic novels over on the shelves here, including manga. Our back issue room is right over here.
Yeah, and we're getting some comments. Mark LeBrant saying you could spend hours there. I'm the same way. You give me a long box, I'll be down elbows deep.
Well, like I said, since we've been in business 35 years, we have picked up a lot of stuff. Plus, we have a large amount of collection. There's stuff we picked up. We do a lot with out of print stuff, nowhere on the level that Noble Knight Games does, but we have a healthy selection of out of print games and comics. We have some older stuff. We've got Superman there in the case from back in the 1940s.
Wow.
We've got Magic single cards people can browse through. Booster packs. Lord knows it's almost impossible to get Pokemon right now.
I know you. Well, the fact that you were saying that you've been there long enough to kind of see the ebbs and flows of Pokemon, it's interesting that it's like. Do you attribute that to anything, like the more recent popularity?
Well, the second wave, we had the first wave back in '98 when when Pokemon first was released. At that time I had kids lining up a block to get cards, just out the door and down a block. Then I think during the epidemic, people started rooting through their old stuff. They were about 25. They're people in their 30s, and they look back. They're going through their old stuff. They found their old Pokemon cards. They started wanting to play it some more, and reminisce about it. They started. And they realized it was still around. This is the Little Monsters room, by the way.
Nice. I love the Sonic.
Rack of kids comics. Also,
and that's I love seeing like dedicated kids section, because that to me is so important for like bringing in the youth, introducing them to the the culture, the comics, the content, the games, all that stuff.
Doctor Who stuff as well. We're one of the larger. We picked up several collections of Doctor Who stuff over the years. So those people who like that. Also, a small selection. Amazingly, Godzilla is popular still, just in this area.
I believe it with versus Kong, and even just the most recent versus the Justice League.
And now they just released Godzilla versus Chicago.
Like the city of Chicago, or the band Chicago?
He's attacking Chicago. But anyhow, getting back to your question about Pokemon, we saw the first run, and I think during the epidemic, people were wanting to got into it again, started looking, this is still around. So they started picking up cards again. There was a big demand. I would say most of the people that come in for Pokemon are buying it as collectors, not to play.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and then this newest raid, then we had several, 3 or 4 sets that weren't that popular. So Pokemon kind of died down, and then the Surging Sparks set last year was apparently a really good set, and people really liked it. Came in demand, and that pushed up the interest in it. Plus, Pokemon has been doing a couple of limited edition sets, like Pokemon Go and 151 and Prismatic Evolutions, that were very limited. And as you know, anytime something is limited, that increases the demand for it.
No, so we know all about that.
The limitation of demand has really increased interest in Pokemon. I'm having to tell people, no, I just don't have any right now.
I mean, that's kind of a good problem to have,
Not really, because I don't have anything to sell them. I can't sell them anything. I have to turn them away.
I guess you're right.
So I would like to have products. Of course, we had the problem last year. We had too much Pokemon. We had stocked up on it because we saw the demand in 22 and early 21, 22, early 23. And then that demand crashed, and we saw far less interest in it. So we had about 4 sets sitting in the back room that we weren't selling, and a lot of other retailers had the same problem. And then as when Surgic Sparks picked, then there was an increased demand again, and people started, oh, I want Pokemon. And so we've cleared out all of our back stock of Pokemon, and a lot of other stores throughout the country have as well.
And now, do you sell primarily, like, I mean, obviously in person, but is eBay like your main sales outlet?
Main sales outlet for online sales. We don't deal much. We primarily sell collectible out of print stuff on our eBay section, just simply because, I hope I'm getting the angle right on this, trying to get stuff in. But yeah, we don't want to deal, because if you put stuff that's currently in print up online, you are essentially selling a commodity.
Right.
One copy of, say, Robin Hood Outlaw, if you get it from me, or you get it from Coliseum of Comics, or you get it from Mile High, or Discount Comic Book Services, wherever you get it from, it's essentially the same. Right. So there's no real difference in where you buy it. At that point, the only thing you're competing on is price, and then you're looking at a race to the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I've got your eBay on the website, but I've also got your main website thrown into the comment section.
Great, thank you.
Hopefully, of course, thank you, man. So hopefully people can check you out. Now we're just about out of time, but is there anything upcoming for anybody either local in the area that might want to come and check you out, or maybe even something that you guys might be doing online that you would want to plug or promote, let people know about?
Well, we have we've started doing more online presence. We run a crier from the Castle video segment with Brandon every week.
I did see that on your Facebook, Brandon from the Castle.
Yep, we do that, and then we do a comic short or a Castle short every week now, promoting a particular item we're wanting to let more people know about. As far as in the store, we've got on St. Patrick's Day, if you wear green coming in the store, it has to be visible green, so you can't just wear your socks and have them pulled down.
Right.
You'll get 10% off everything, and we're going to hide some 4-leaf clovers in the store. Hi there.
I love that. Hi, Sid. Hi, Brandon.
Hi.
And if you find one of those, you could bring it up and you get a free set of dice.
That's cool. I love stuff like that.
We do too.
Awesome. Well, and I'm also going to throw that your Facebook link up there too. So anybody watching the stream, please, if you want to check out some of their online content, you can go online, check it out there on social media and on their main page.
We have a few collectible of the retailer editions of Xenoscope up in the eBay store, but like I said, most of what we put up there is collectible and out of print, just because I don't want to race to the bottom on price.
Right. Completely understand. Awesome. Well, Scott, thank you so much again for taking the time to join us today to show us your store. I hope you get a chance to look through some of these.
Who are great.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, thank you again, Brandon. And thank you, Sid, for kicking butt.
So, and thanks for having us.
Of course. No, like I said, the pleasure is all ours. We appreciate all that you do. I am loving all of those Zenoscope setups. The fact that you guys have an entire table lined out with all of our books is so cool to see.
We'll leave it up through tonight.
Awesome. Well, Scott, thank you so much for taking the time, for showing us, and for talking to us, man. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome, Scott. Well, we'll talk to you later. And thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Sid.
Have a good one, guys. Thank
you. Have a good one, guys. Thanks. All right. So that was the team of Castle Perilous Comics. Please, please, please check them out online. Like I said, you can check them out on their main website, castleperilousgames.com. But from what it sounds like and from what I've seen, they also do some live streaming as well. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, any of those social media platforms, and you want to check them out on your own time, highly, highly recommend. A few things before we jump in. I just want to let everybody know that we are going into our sales segment. As a friendly reminder, 50% of the proceeds from this sales segment will be going directly back to Castle Perilous Games. Also, as a friendly reminder, everybody who places an order will be getting a free sticker and trading card. This artwork is by Eric Basaldua, aka Ebass. So if you are looking for any extra excuse to purchase something during this sales segment, reminder that you will be getting a free sticker and free trading card as well. And one lucky customer from our main pool, basically anybody that places an order, will be entered in to win this exclusive limited to 25 Elias Chad Zudas collectible cover. We're going to be giving 2 away for this stream. Anybody who places an order will be entered into that main pool, and then we'll also be giving a second one away to some new local customer based in the area around Castle Perilous Games. So please keep that in mind. And Jason, if you're ready, I'm going to throw it on over to you.
I'm ready, sir. All right. I'm sure just reading some of the notes or whatever, just watching some of the commentary, listening to Noah and Scott talk and so forth. We're completely blown away with just how huge a shop, how awesome a shop that is down at Castle Perilous. If you guys are ever in the area, highly recommend getting lost in there for a few hours. Obviously a really cool staff, really great job. It seems like they've been around forever. So glad that Scott signed on to do this. Really happy that that Scott was able to do this with us today. I was talking to I'm having a hard time talking today. Antonio this weekend when I was at ZoloCon, and he was like, dude, he was like, one of the best things you guys, like, we started talking about the stream being on Tuesday, and he was saying how he misses some of them based on his work and based on his time schedule and so forth. But he was like, hey man, one of the coolest things you guys do is these store streams with stores that we started back when COVID hit. And again, it's meant to bolster local comic shops. It's meant to put money back in the hands of mom and pop shops. Not necessarily meant to bolster Zenescope. It's meant to bolster these shops. Again, make you guys aware of these shops and how they're out there and so forth. We couldn't be happier that we chose Scott and Castle Perilous. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. Let's get some books. We're going to do some new releases. We're going to do some graphic novels, some hardcovers. I can tell you right now, this is very Grim Tales of Terror themed. For all you Karis lovers out there, you guys are going to dig this one. All right, I got some specials for you guys. And of course, as always, we got our diamond retailer level, bronze, silver, gold, platinum level books, a special pack at the very end, and of course, a print with Castle Perilous's logo on there too as well. All right, so without further ado, let's start with new release number 1. So new release number 1 is going to be Grim Tales of Terror issue 3. And you may be saying, Jay, why are you starting with an issue 3 as far as a single issue? Well, first and foremost, as many of you are aware of, some of you may not be, everything that's Grim Tales of Terror is a standalone story. So this is a standalone story on the Devil's Chair, okay? Karis represents kind of like our female Grim Reaper, our goddess of death. These stories from Grim Tales of Terror are sort of, it's an anthology series. It's taking classic literary tales you may be familiar with. This one happens to be on the Devil's Chair. We've done Jekyll and Hyde. We've done the Boogeyman. We've done Black Cat. We've done Invisible Man. Just to name a few of these stories and so forth. This one happens to be the Devil's Chair. It's actually written by Dave Franchini. I enjoyed this one very much so because it's based on a local legend where if you sit in the Devil's Chair and then you offer up a beer and so forth, apparently the beer is supposed to be gone by the next day. But if you sit in that chair, whatever, or basically you're communicating with the devil. So it's about some high school students. One in particular, I think it's Noah too, dude. I think his name is Noah, dude. Yeah. Is it Noah? I think it is Noah. Anyway, or it's Henry. It's Henry, dude. Sorry. Oh man, I thought it was Noah, dude. I thought it was a direct reference to you, dude. So anyway, the Devil's Chair again. Henry sitting in the Devil's Chair, kind of getting what he wished for. Like it's kind of like a be careful what you wish for when you sit in the Devil's Chair and so forth. You're able to ask this person that does not look like the devil and so forth. But again, you're going to wind up doing some things that you didn't think you'd wind up doing, some evil deeds and so forth. We'll kind of leave it at that. we get kind of dark, kind of twisted with everything that we do. Our Grim Tales of Terror, to me, is an absolutely fun series because, again, it's taking some of these local myths, these legends and so forth, these tales of lore and so forth, include like the Devil's Chair and so forth, and putting it into a comic book form related story. So again, if you're interested in NR1, cover A is by Eric J. I want to say a huge shout out to Eric J. I've met the man before, huge fan of his work. He does monsters, he does horror covers and so forth, pretty much as good as anybody you can name. NR1B is covered by Igor Vitorino. Igor Vitorino does everything that we do well. That man has been doing covers for us for years upon years, does an absolutely fantastic job, mostly on B covers and so forth. But again, there's Karis actually sitting right there on the Devil's Chair. And then cover C is by John Royal. John Royal, we've met as well. Is actually a young man who makes his home over in the UK. We brought him in for a VIP event. John Royal is just fantastic people. He does pinup, absolutely fantastic. So if you're interested in the pinup style cover, that will be cover C. All you want to do is put in the notes NR1 cover A, cover B, cover C. You can buy multiple covers. You can have any one of those covers signed by Joe. Joe is the owner here at Zenescope. He started Zenescope back in 2005. 2005, you might say, yes, we are in our 20th year as a publisher. Something I was making a lot of people known at ZoloCon. They couldn't believe that we were a publisher and that we were there at ZoloCon, and now in our 20th year. I think it was the first time a publisher has ever done that convention this past weekend. Anyway, something we're really, really proud of. Obviously, the fact that we're now in our 20th year. Again, all these issues can be signed for free by Joe. Just indicate whether you'd like to have it signed. And Stephen, I couldn't agree with you more. John Royal is just really good people. We've been really fortunate to have John at a VIP event. I'll talk a little bit about the Austin VIP event a little bit later on in the stream, maybe towards the latter part of the stream, if you're interested in going to see some of our artists at one of these VIP events. So again, that's NR1. Please indicate cover A, cover B, cover C. You can buy multiple covers. They're all $4.99. And you can also get them signed by Joe. Again, Joe can sign pretty much every single thing that we do. All right, let's rock on. Let's go to issue 2 or new release number 2. So I wanted to pick another Grim Tales of Terror. Again, another standalone story. This one actually happens to be written by Joe. Again, cover A by Eric J. Once again, Eric J just doing an absolutely fantastic job when it comes to monster, when it comes to horror covers. Cover B, once again, by Igor Vitorino. Igor Vitorino, once again, just knocking it out the box as far as the B cover. And then cover C is the pinup style. This one happens to be by Pier Luigi Abbondanza. Try saying that 10 times fast. The Candy Lady, this one's a little bit different. This one's based on a local legend back in the early 1900s on the Candy Lady, who supposedly was giving candy to children. These children would then disappear and so forth. She was blamed for a lot of things. I can tell you right now, there's a twist to this. I don't want to reveal the twist, but a reporter basically kind of goes back to her hometown, visits her parents and her grandfather and so forth, looking to dig into this legend and so forth. And that's where it kind of becomes dark and twisted as they actually get to the bottom of the actual truth behind the Candy Lady and so forth. Again, just another one of those absolutely phenomenal standalone stories. You could read issue 2, you could read issue 3, you could read any of the hardcovers that we're going to be selling in a little bit on Grim Tales of Terror and not be lost, starting with issue 3, starting with issue 10, starting with volume 2, whatever, that kind of thing. Because again, these are all standalone stories from Grim Tales of Terror. So this one happens to be new release number 2. Again, it's also $4.99. Please indicate whether you'd like to have it signed by Joe. Joe is the writer actually on these ones. It's cover A, cover B, cover C. And again, please indicate whether you'd like to have them signed. Mike Mullen, I'm seeing is rocking on. Ryan, Michael Ferry, thanks so much. Mark LeBrant, as always, looking forward to seeing you at the VIP event, my friend. Stephen, we'll get you covered for those covers too as well. All right, so those are the 2 new releases that we're doing. As far as some graphic novels that we're doing, I'm looking to do some oldies with some goodies. The first one is Monster Planet. That doesn't really have a lot to do with Grim Tales of Terror, but hey, I want to throw in some Monster Planet just the same. And you can actually have this signed by Joe. You actually can't have it signed by Dave on there. I don't know if you you saw that on the notes. Yeah, if you want to delete that, it's not that big a deal, whatever. Just so you guys are aware, whatever, Dave actually just left us. I think it was last week or the week before, but no big deal. Oh, there's Drax. Drax, what's going on, dude? First, I was just talking about how I love our artists, dude. There's Drax Gal, the main man. We met Drax multiple times now. We've met him at different conventions. And then also we were fortunate to have Drax at our Philly VIP event. Drax, thanks so much for joining us in the stream like you do. Really appreciate you, man. So again, graphic novel number 1, it's only going to be $5. If you buy it in the comic shop, it's going to be $19.99. So I'll read you a little bit of the back as far as what Monster Planet entitles. It's a great standalone story. It collects actually the first 5 issues, or the only 5 issues, I should say, of this series. So the back reads like this. Mankind has all been but wiped out. It's decimated by a virus that turns us into primal beasts, and only a handful of humans are left, struggling to survive in a hostile world. But scientists among them have discovered a way to cure the virus. To save us, they must call on monsters of our nightmares, like vampires and werewolves and worse, who hold the key to the cure. Now, one team is in a race to find the Lord of Vampires to convince him to save the thing he despises most, which is mankind. All right. One of the things I absolutely dig about Monster Planet, it's one of the things that we do a lot in our graphic novels that I dig, is we put a lot of the single issue covers in the back of the book. So again, you're getting a lot of the single issue covers. In fact, I think you're getting them all. Maybe not some of the variants and so forth, but all the regular covers you're getting in the back of the graphic novel itself. So for $5, you're getting phenomenal cover work. This cover is just absolutely, who is that? That's Ron Leary Jr. Oh man, absolutely banging cover work on some of these covers and so forth. Again, in the back of the book. So you're getting the single issue covers, as well as here's an absolutely fantastic cover by Michael DePascali too as well. So again, just phenomenal cover work. You're also getting completed story. So again, from issues 1 through 5 and so forth. And then the writer on this is Joe. Joe can sign the graphic novel if you would like, and he would sign it for free. And again, that's Monster Planet issues 1. There's a little Keith Garvey in there too as well. We've had Keith at a VIP event or 2. In fact, he's going to be joining us in Austin. There's John Royal again. Again, just absolutely crushing it as far as some of the single issue covers that we've done on Monster Planet. And again, that's a completed story you're getting for $5, dude. $5, dude. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculously awesome. All right. So the next graphic novel deal that I want to do, I'm going to offer as a combo, and then I'm going to offer in single Grim Tales of Terror hardcovers. So if you want to buy all 4 Grim Tales of Terror hardcovers, and I'll show them to you in a moment, you can get all 4 for $100. All right. Realize that any one of these individually are anywhere from $30 to $40 individually. Okay. Volume 2 is $40. Volume 3 is $40. Volume 4 is $40. Volume 1, I believe, is $30. All right. So any of these individually are a whole lot more than $25. But you can buy all 4 again for $100. So if you kind of heard me a little bit before, again, our Grim Tales of Terror, again, it's an anthology series that takes these classic literary tales. So I'm going to open up Volume 2 because Volume 2 has some of my favorites in there. It has Jekyll and Hyde. It has Videotape. It has Black Cat. It has the Monkey's Paw. It has the Boogeyman. It has Haunted Manor, Pickford's Model, and so forth. Again, giving you 13 standalone stories in each one of these volumes. You're getting 13 stories basically for $25 a piece. That's 13 issues for basically, $2, less than $2 an issue. All right. This to me is an absolute steal by buying all 4. So if you want to do all 4 for $100, you certainly can. If you want to buy any of them individually, you can buy any one of them individually for $30. So all you have to do is put graphic novel 2, volume 3, that kind of thing, or graphic novel 2, volume 4. Maybe you want to start with volume 1, that kind of thing. So the stories that are in volume 1, again, are The Tales That We Tell, Web of Deceit, Red World, Don't Turn on the Lights, What Lies Above, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I don't want to say it a third time. Black Eye, Killer Hook. The Killer Hook, dude. Killer Hook might be somewhat TV show related to Zenescope. All right. So anyway, any one of those individual novels, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, you can get individually for $30. All right, dude. So you can save anywhere from $10 on each individual book. The only one that has a lot of the single issue covers is actually volume 1, which is interesting to me. because that one's actually $30. So if you're interested in graphic novel, any of the hardcovers, again, you can get all 4 in hardcover form for $100, or any of them individually for just $30. All right, and the Grim Tales of Terror, again, happens to be one of my favorite series. Again, taking Karis, who is our female Grim Reaper, our goddess of death. All right, let's rock on, dude. Let's rock into some books. This is what you guys came for the most part. Let's rock on them. Please don't put book 1 in the notes. Please don't put that. Make sure you wait till the code comes out. Gary, please wait on the print. The print comes towards the end of the stream. Please don't put print in the notes just yet. We'll give you plenty of time to grab that bad boy. All right. So the in-store, which is the first book, is this bad boy that you see there, covered by Drax Gal. You see Drax in the stream. All right, dude. Now you're starting to see the talent of this young man. All right. The Drax, you rock, dude. We absolutely dig the Drax. All right, dude. So the in-store is $40, dude. This is a 99 print run. It is Terror and Fury, Rise of the Night, issue 3, cover P as in Paul, as in P, as in I can't believe how phenomenal that Drax Gal is. All right, I don't know if there was a P in there.
I guess they're kind of
like again, I don't even know if there was a P in there, but I threw one in there. All right, so that's the in-store cover. Again, $40 for a 99 print run. If you're interested in the in-store, I'm seeing a bunch of people grabbing that bad boy. We're going to try and limit to about 20 people. Alex, if you want to throw a couple extras in there, you certainly can. I'm here for the comic books and the nuclear launch codes. Ben, hang on for the codes, dude. We'll see what we can do. It is Mardi Gras Day, dude. Happy Mardi Gras Day out there to everybody. If you got them and you're drinking them, get one up, dude. Happy Mardi Gras. We should be in New Orleans doing this stream is what we should do. We should have been doing it live from a store in New Orleans, which would have been absolutely phenomenal.
Huge ass beers.
Next year.
Live stream from huge ass beers.
Oh my God, huge ass beers, good times. All right, dude. So that is the first book, the in-store right there. I'm going to give Alex a little bit of time to write these down. So I did mention Austin, the VIP event. There are still tickets available. A lot more people are starting to sign on. Quite a few more tickets are being sold. There is the artist list for the Austin VIP event. Again, Mike DeBalfo, Keith Garvey, Sonia Modis, Coco Aspen. All right, this is going to be our first time meeting Sonia, first time meeting Coco Aspen. We are extremely excited. But there's going to be some bull riding. There's going to be some karaoke. There's going to be a lot of fun at this one. All right, I can tell you right now, it is going to be. I'm gonna be riding the bull, and you guys are going to miss it. All right, dude. Let's rock it out, dude. We're going to have an absolutely fantastic time in Austin. Should be an awesome time. We're going to have Ralph there. We're going to have Noah there. We're working on Dave. We'll see. I can't promise. I'm working on it, dude. I want you to know I'm working on it. All right. Pat, David Wall too, as well. And those phenomenal artists that you see there. Should be an absolutely fantastic time. All the signatures are free. We have CGC right on site. So if you want to get something graded after you get it signed, you certainly can do so. It's open bar, free food all day on Saturday. We rock it out from about 10 a.m. till about 5 p.m. Then we pack up the skid real fast. Then we do some after-hour stuff. We meet up around like 7:30, and so forth. We rock the night away on Saturday. Friday is kind of like a meet and greet, get together. We do some raffles. We do some goofing around. More drinking. Pretty much everything that we do involves some alcohol. Of course, you're not obligated to drink alcohol, but we will have an absolutely fantastic time. Just booked the second hotel night for Austin. Bam! Bobby, great idea, dude. We're going to have a good time there, dude. We're going to have an absolutely fantastic time. Bobby, I think this might be your first VIP event. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to have an absolute fantastic time meeting you there, dude. All right, so that is in store. Let's go to book number 1. Book number 1 is going to be March. The code that we are looking for is March, all right? This is a cover by Igor Vitorino. The book itself is Grim Tales of Terror. It's volume 5, issue 3, which we actually covered in the notes. We covered in one of the new releases. So this is not only a great collectible, but this is also a perfect readable. You're getting a standalone story. Again, cover E as in the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Did you guys know that? I kind of made it well aware last stream. Your mom and I were having a lot of conversations, Alex, about our Eagle stories and our Eagle times. And we talked about you and Danny, all right, doing your selfies. All right. Yes, your selfies with Sydney Brown, dude. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes, dude. He never answered you. But he did capture someone's eagle though. Whose eagle was that?
That was Chichapatty's eagle.
Chichapatty?
Yeah, we kidnapped him for the day. Saquon.
All right. First of all, I love the Polish language. All right. I love the cha-cha, what else you got there? What's grandmother? Checha's like aunt. What's
Bushy.
Bushy?
Am I good?
There's Butchie. Oh, all right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude. All right. All right. So we got a microphone over there. All right. So we got like Bushy. We got Bobchi. We got Chuchi.
Boyak is uncle, but we don't use
Boyak.
Boyak.
That sounds a little funky, dude.
And what is grandpa? Jaji.
Booyah. It should be Booyah.
It's Jaji.
It's Jaji.
Jaji.
Well, let's change it to Booyah. Booyah. All right. First of all, I dig it, dude. I dig the Polish language. Big fan. All right. Good stuff going on. All right. Mark, of course you missed the Super Bowl. You're a Cowboys fan. All right, dude. There hasn't been one of those that occurred for the Dallas Cowboys in, what is it, 30 some odd years now? 28? 28, 20, definitely longer than you've been alive, Alex. 28, 29, some odd. Yeah, it's been a long time. 93, I think it was. I think 93 was the last one. Mark, I feel for you, dude. All right. I'm coming with my Eagle gear at Austin, dude. We'll commiserate over a beer, dude. All right, so March is the code we're looking for. Again, $10 on that book, covered by Igor Vitorino. That is our bronze level exclusive. Again, Grim Tales of Terror, Volume 5, Issue 3, cover E as in Edgar, as in Eagles, as in flying, dude. All right, I want to tell you right now, dude. I'm not hip to this Myles Garrett talk. I'm not feeling it, dude. No, I don't want Myles Garrett. I got it that Myles Garrett's going to improve them drastically over the next year or two. But, dude, he's going to cost you an arm and a leg. He's going to cost you $30-40 million a year. He's quarterback money. All right, dude. Now, if they make the trade for Myles Garrett, obviously I'm going to be on board because it's Howie. All right, I can't say I'm not on board with the things that Howie does. But, dude, Myles Garrett's going to cost us a lot. All right, looks like Alex ready to rock and roll. Let's go to book number 2. Book number 2 is going to be Madness, dude. March Madness as in madness, dude. All right, first and foremost is a cover by Meguro. Big fan. All right, the book itself is, once again, our Grim Tales of Terror. It's Volume 5, Issue 3. It's cover F as in Frank. This is our 2025 March Diamond Retailer exclusive at our silver level, or if I could speak in English, I would tell you, our silver level. We will take down at least 20 some odd people grabbing Madness. I'm seeing quite a few people. Ryan, if you're leaving, dude, make sure you watch the stream later, all right? And let us know what you need, and we will see what we can do for you, and so forth. Frank, I know I got to give you a call. I got your message that you called yesterday. I was actually off yesterday because I was working the weekend at ZoloCon. But Frank, I'll try and give you a call tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning if that works for you. Try and give you a call back as far as whatever you needed. Georgia, look at Georgia making an appearance all the way from Mexico, dude. All right, wait, like rocking it out in Cozumel, dude. All right, Georgia, keep the pictures coming on Facebook, dude. I'm digging that. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic time in Mexico. Well-deserved vacation. So Madness is the code that we're looking for. Again, it's $20. The reason being, it is a 250 print run. We normally do our 250 print runs for anywhere from $20 to as much as 25. This one happens to be 20. Again, it's Grim Tales of Terror, Volume 5, Issue 3, cover F as in Frank. Looks like Alex ready to rock on. Let's move on, dude. Let's go to Spring. All right, Spring is going to be the lace version of the book that we just showed you. This is $40. Again, once again, the reason why it's 40 is it's based on the print run. This is a 150 print run. So the book, the scarce, as the print run goes down, usually the cost goes up. So again, it's a $40 book. This is our 2025 March Diamond Retailer exclusive in a gold level. If you're not aware of these levels and so forth, these bronze, silver, gold, platinum levels, these are books that stores are meant to buy, or made to buy, I should say, so many covers of A, B, C, and D in order to gain access to these levels and so forth. If you're looking for stores that are close to you that carry books of this nature, shoot me an email at jcandelos@Zenoscope, and I'll see what I can do as far as finding you a store either online or at least a store that's close to you that is carrying books like that or books of that nature or something like that, or at least capable of doing so. You have heard the stories as far as Diamond going out of business, declaring bankruptcy. From what I'm being told, Diamond is going to keep on continuing to carry our books for local comic shops at least until April, if not into May, and so forth. All right, so Spring is the code that we're looking for on this. If you're worried about your local comic shop, as far as where they're going to get books from, they can come to us directly. All right. When Diamond does stop distributing for us, your local comic shop can come to us directly. Shoot me an email at jcandelos@Zenoscope. If you could throw that up now, no, thanks so much. Just throw up Jake and Dale's Zenoscope. Let your local shop know that we want to make sure that our books are continuing at your local comic shop. We have the ability to ship to them every 2 weeks, even the ability to ship to them every 5 to 6 weeks to make the shipping make sense. Obviously, we're only shipping them Zenoscope product, only Zenoscope published books, but we will work it out where the shipping does make sense for them, that kind of thing. I've had quite a few shops starting to switch over to us direct. In fact, I've already begun. I think February was a really good month for us as far as on our retailer portal, our wholesale web store, as far as a lot of these shops, again, coming direct, buying books from us directly and so forth. We're fortunate to start having these shops coming to us now. If they want to wait until April, they certainly can. If they want to wait until May, they certainly can as well. But if you want to get the jump on that, just shoot me an email, or please have your local shop, I should say, shoot me an email, and we will get them covered. All right, let's rock on to St. Patty. All right, which is the 4th book in our, which is our platinum level. Can we put that bad? You can kill my email up there, dude. So St. Patty's going to be $75. This is a Z-rated. I would say it's kind of a sheer. All right, it's not exactly a full-on topless, but it is a 75 print run. It is sheer. We would call it questionable. We'd call it Z-rated, questionable, something of that nature. All right, so lace version, but again, a see-through version. Again, $75. The reason why it's $75 is it's 75 print run. This is the platinum level. Once again, the book on the interior is Grim Tales of Terror, Volume 5, Issue 3. So once again, you're getting a standalone story. It's cover H as in Henry. Is it Q-rated? Chris, you know, we can go Q-rated, dude. I want to say a huge shout out to Chris. Chris, thanks so much for coming to see us out in at MegaCon in Orlando. I see Chris all the time in San Diego. Chris just makes the rounds, dude. I see him in San Diego. Sometimes I see him in New York and so forth. I was fortunate enough to see Chris at Orlando. Noah and I were fortunate enough to have him at the booth. So thanks so much for doing that, Chris. Stopping by almost seems like almost every single show. I was looking for you at ZoloCon, Chris. I don't know why you didn't make it, dude. I'm just kidding, dude. So St. Patty's the code that we're looking for. Again, $75 on that bad boy. If you're interested in that, put it into the notes and it shall be yours. All right, let's do the print, dude. Is Gary in the stream? She didn't jump the gun and put print.
I think so.
Oh, Gary, where are you, darling? All right, we're going to set aside a print for you. You know Gary wants a print. All right, so 11 by 17. Try and keep in mind this is an art print. It's 11 by 17. It does have the Castle Perilous logo up there in the top right-hand corner that you can see right there. Look at that with the arrow. Look at you, Noah. Sometimes you, dude. You're good. All right. Noah goes crazy with the graphics, dude. I'm digging it. All right. So again, the print is limited to 20. There's only 20 copies made of this print. It is $20 for the print. Try and keep in mind this is an 11 by 17 print. This is not a book. All right. If you're looking for the book was Madness. That looks like that. But if you're interested in the print, again, 11 by 17 print, just put it into the notes. I'm seeing Frank grabbing that. I'm seeing Mark grabbing the print too as well. And the number 40. All right, grabbing the print. Print shall be yours. Again, it's $20 on that. Keep in mind the print is a LE20. All right. The special pack. Let's get to that last item. Certainly not least. You're getting 3 Carla Cohen topless covers for $250, dude. All right. These are all 75 print runs. All right. The pack itself would normally be $300. We're knocking $50 off of it. If you're interested in that bad boy, just put special or put pack into the notes and we will know what you're talking about. Again, you're getting 3 Z-rated 2024 Carla Cohen icon collectible covers. They just happened to be, I think they were like, yeah, they were all there. It is right there. They're August, September, and October in those months and so forth. Again, all covers by Carla Cohen. All absolutely banging. If you're interested in the special, the pack and so forth, just put the pack into the notes. All right, dude, let's do some house cleaning, dude.
All right, when you do housekeeping, I will set up the race.
Oh, we got a race going on? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we got
right.
a
For what is for the, is it for the passes or something like that going to the convention?
This guy.
Oh, all right. So first of all, if you ordered in the stream, we got an absolutely fantastic book coming to you. You have a chance to win this 25 print run Elias Chad Zudas. This what? I'm a big fan, dude. Can I get in the race? Can I get a chance to win a 25 print run? This to me feels like a $175, $250 book minimum, like right there. All right, so we're gonna give you a chance to win this bad boy. All you would have done or needed to do was order anything in the stream, and your notes or your name's going to be into the drawing. So let's talk about a little bit of the housekeeping. So our next stream is our Mario Day. Damn, you know what, dude? You were like reading my mind because I was thinking next stream, I was thinking either the VIP event or the Mario Day, but I went with a stream and bam, there it is. All right, so our Mario Day virtual. What do you got, dude?
No, I love that you made it March 10th.
Yes, Mario is more. See, that's the genius that is Noah, dude. All right, he's the visionary, dude.
That's the holiday. That is National Mario Day is March 10th.
So you can't claim credit for Mario.
I
Oh, so you didn't do that on your own.
No, some very
Oh.
10 or 20 years ago said, hey,
Mario Day will be March 10th.
It's the
So-
same thing kind of like with the
Huge kudos to whoever thought that up, whoever that person was, male or female. Mario being March 10th, put literally MAR 10 day, which is Mario Day, is the virtual convention. All right, so we're going to be doing a stream there. It's going to be new books for March. You guys know how we do. We'll have some new books in March coming to you there, some collectibles. We do discounts on our collectibles. We do discounted older collectibles and so forth. We had an absolutely fantastic Poke Day at the end of February. It was an absolutely fantastic. Am I eligible if I won it last time? Mark, you know what, Mark? That's a good question, dude. So Mark has won the 25 print run the last stream.
no.
Yeah, only because it's a 25 print run, dude. Mark, that's really nice of you actually fessing up and saying, That you-
regretting it now, though.
right? Yeah, you probably could have said nothing or whatever, but now we're going to have to take note, though, of anybody winning the 25 print run going forward because we don't want to have multiple books going to the same person. Yeah, that would be a little unfair. You know what, Mark? I'm going to give you a little special something or whatever. Put something down on Mark. Put like a C. Jason from Mark's order, like in the notes or something like that. And Mark, I'm going to throw you a little something special for just fessing up there. That was very kind of you. Yes, for a little integrity there going on there. Mark, I appreciate that, dude. We were fortunate enough to meet Mark. I think it was either Vegas or New Orleans. I'm pretty sure it was Vegas. Mark, thanks so much. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing you in Austin again. So Mario Day, again, will be March 10th. It will be at 6 p.m. That is on YouTube. That is on Facebook Live, too, as well as Twitch. You do not have to have a password for this. Anybody can enter that stream. Again, we will have some specials. No, it looks like you're set up for the race. Let's rock it out, dude. All right, so we're doing the race right now. That's the awesome VIP of it. Do we want to do that?
Real quick, is Roy Kerr trying to buy those?
The last two books before the print. Yeah, Roy, can you give us a confirmation of what you're looking to buy there? You're looking to buy the last two books before the print. He's looking to buy Spring and St. Patty. Is that kind of what you're looking at? It was NOLA, Mark. Thanks so much for reminding me, dude. I was thinking it was Vegas. Vegas, baby, Vegas. All about being fair. Mark, you, sir, you're a good egg. So, Roy, yeah, if you can confirm that you were looking to get Spring and St. Patty.
The race or not. While we wait to hear from Roy.
Yeah, let's talk about the I talked a little bit about the VIP event, but I can talk a little bit more about it. Oh, the Zennies. So the Zennies are going to be at the VIP event, right?
Yes, sir. Streaming
So,
live.
All right, so we're streaming live where you are looking live. All right, that's my best Brent Musburger. All right, the 4th annual Zennies will be live. All right, for those of you that think the Zennies are fixed, all right, you're going to get a live inside look at the Zennies. All right, so you know that they're not fixed. We're going to be streaming live from the VIP event in Austin. Yeah, Roy's confirming that, dude. So he's down with. You got him in for Spring and St. Patty. So no, yeah, if you could add him on. So again, celebrating the best Zenescope comics of 2024. That's covers, story, best cover artist, and so forth. There's the Zennies. It's basically our version of the Oscars. Please join us for the Zennies. We are going to be streaming live from the VIP event in Texas. Noah will probably have some special guests on that. I'll try and jump on if I can, dude, as long as I'm not too many people at my table or something like that. I guess it just depends on when you're streaming that kind of time of day and so forth. But I can't imagine you doing that like literally as the people are walking in. That would be the bad time. That's like literally when we're all working hard. All right. The 4th, there goes Ben. The 4th annual, listen, Ben, it is not rigged, sir.
Arguably one of the best.
All right, there it is right there. So Alex is a Robin gal. All right, I've told you before, I'm a Karras guy. All right, I'm on Team Karras too. All right, Karras doesn't win. I need to start voting is what I got to start doing. I have voted, though, in years past. All right, but Karras has still not won. All right, our next retail live stream is going to be Tuesday, April 1st. All right, not April Fools on this. Tuesday, April 1st, but at D20 Comics and Games. D20 Comics and Games now coming direct to us. Big fan of that shop. That's my main man, Ted, down there. Again, join us for Facebook, just like we did Castle Perilous today with Scott and the crew. Leave Robin alone. She just hurts everything she gets. Max, see, there's some Robin support going on. All right, Team Robin there. There's Mark with some Team Robin going on. All right. Look, some people dig Robin Hood, dude. All right, you can't mess with Robin, dude. She's badass. So again, a retailer live stream that was whoops, I missed it. Sorry about that, sir.
No, you're good.
So retailer live stream again, D20 Comics and Games. That will be up. All right, that will be D20 Comics and Games Tuesday, April 1st. That's at 4 p.m. All right, go ahead and throw up the other one. So we got some new releases going on for the month of March. We got our Grim Tales of Terror issue 3 that just came in. We got that bad boy, Terror and Fury, Rise of the Night issue 3. That is 312. So that will be next week. That should be coming in. That should be coming in anytime this week, dude. Probably tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. That'd be awesome. So Terror and Fury, we got a couple books there. Terror and Fury issue 3 going out, including that Drax Gal in store that we're gonna need. All right. On March 19th is our Grim Fairy Tales 20th anniversary pinup special. I can tell you right now, the covers for that, I'm getting requests out the wazoo for the Grim Fairy Tales 20th anniversary pinup special from stores left and right on that. And then Grim Fairy Tales 94 comes out the last week of March. That would be March 26th. All right. That is, again, Grim Fairy Tales 94 coming out that week. All right. Now, are we ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do it, dude. So first of all, I can tell you right now, we only got about 30, 35 some odd people that bought in the stream, and we are rocking some snails. Okay, dude? And from what I understand, Mark is not in there, right?
Correct.
Mark, I'm going to give you a little side gift for being honest. This is something we're going to have to monitor though going forward, though. Like keeping track of the 25 print runs that we sent out. Without further ado, send off. All right, snails are off, dude. Snails are rocking. Oh my God, they're going so slow. It's fantastic. All right, I can see Michael Ferry in there. I can see Stephen Ponsler in there. Deb, your snail has a fantastic sweater. I know it for sure. There's Frank Kozik. There's Ben. Team Robin. Wait, no, Ben is actually opposite Team Robin, right? Ben was saying,
He knows it.
you lead. No, Stephen, it's not yet. It's not just yet. It's if you're leading at around the 10-second mark, like say you jump out and it's only like 10 seconds in the race, that's when it's an opportune time. There's Carol, crazy snail legs. Carol, as soon as I mentioned you, I just jinxed you. You just completely dropped to the back of the pack. All right. There's Crick Franklin. There's Georgia. You are in the unenviable position. You know what it is? It was the sun beating on you in Mexico that is beating you down. There's Ryan. Ryan took it home. That's what Ryan, the snail gets the leaf, dude. All right. So Ryan is the winner of our limited 25. Are we doing any more races? We're done that way. That's it. All right, cool. All right. So Ryan, congrats to you. Mark, congrats to you last month on that too as well. Also, thanks so much for being honest. Mark is Team Robin. Bobby is Team Mystere. Bobby is Team Mystere. That's like a dark horse right there, dude. Good stuff. Want to say huge congrats to Ryan. Thanks so much. Want to say huge thanks to Scott and his entire crew for showing us around the shop. They did an absolutely fantastic job. Thanks so much for doing that with us, Scott. Can't thank you enough. I'll make sure I shoot you an email. Thank you as well. Michael, I know we absolutely dig the snail race. Got to give huge credit to Noah on that. We were going to give Noah credit on the Mario, the MAR-10, but we just found out he couldn't take credit for that. I want to say huge thanks to Noah just the same. Huge thanks to Alex for taking the names. Alex, this is like your first stream in a while. It's been a little bit. Yeah, no why. All right. That's because she digs us. She digs Noah. All right. She digs our fans. All right. And last but not least, I want to say a huge thank you to all you guys. If you guys are going out for Mardi Gras, if you're throwing some beads, if you're getting shirtless anywhere or something like that, please do it responsibly. All right. Thanks so much for joining us in the stream. We're out, dude. Catch you the next time. Later, Gators.